I've always been really anti the term bean counter. I've always hated that phrase because I think that if you look at the history of the Fortune 500 companies, the number one function that CEOs in the Fortune 500 come out of is finance. I worked as a multinational company in the finance area, primarily overseas. So I was working with outside companies and dealers that owned service stations with mobile. And so I was in the finance group and I traveled around through East Africa. My early career ended up going to Turkey and helped them go through a deregulation of the oil industry and then moved to New Zealand, who had also just gone through deregulation. When you're in the field, and I put that in quotes, when you're away from the corporate office, your job is to kind of take the pulse of the local financial environment and make recommendations to the head office on what things should be done. And sometimes people in the head office, don't really understand the local environment, and so they will push back about what you're suggesting that they should do. And a couple of times they pushed back. I kind of stood down too quickly, I think, and it ended up costing the company. So I learned quickly that if you understand the local market, you're the smartest person in the room. I'm proud of what I'm doing right now. I've worked as a management candidate in startup companies for 16 years now. Never really started one on my own from ground zero with an idea that I thought was really meaningful. But this one is that company.